Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New York Jets and our home team. Punter Jack Browning ready to get us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down 2 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Hall once more. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Hall running his own read. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here we go, son. Angel. 319. Hey, Chad. Son.
Fields on 3rd and 2. He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets pull out in front further, 13-zip. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the set.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. That's Azareye'h Thomas making the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Azareye'h Thomas. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Turn ball, son. Right.
Here's Fields to throw. Completed over the middle. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Here we go. Extend. Go.
Fields with a chance to run it here. Good running here. He's across the 15. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 20-zip lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it. Because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Set, ready. Blue, 32, set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll go play action. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home for that side.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield strike.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Real green. Come on, set. Yellow, you, yellow. Black shot. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its targets. That's Royals. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Jets with an early lead. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. Throwing now on 1st down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to work it to the 20. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down. 50. Grit. Ready.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to tick this one in for the touchdown. The Black Knights fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space. He sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Chad. Green 19, just what? Hey, watch quick.
This is a design look for Fields. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
How many times, Kate, do you hear me talk about trust? Trust. There's nothing more important at the quarterback position than gaining the trust of your coaching staff. That one right there, well, that's not a deposit. That's a withdrawal of trust when you take a negative play on a run like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. He gets him 7. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40.
Ready. Break.
New set of downs from 37.
Here we go. Set. Field. Black 40. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Set. Ready.
Another throw here on 2nd down. All in left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Set.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Ready, set, go.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Set, hut. Ready, ready.
Another carry for Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Go.
We'll go with a design keeper. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down.
Big drill green. 6, mega. Claws red. Ready?
Fourth down, pass coming. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Don't jump. Ready? 319.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields with a chance to run it here. He has room past the 25. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
This is a design look for Fields. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Mayday. Right.
The pitch is to Hall. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Here's a design run. Fields has it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 structure. Sit high.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. Hall. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. Brees Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
10 cycles.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script. And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. Now the defense got to respond. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Fields on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense. Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 50, green. Slice, 97. Green. Set, go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. On the move, hit it right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Green jack. Set, ready, set, cut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. On target to Royals. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up fourth and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Claws red. Steel black. Hut, hut.
Here's the snap on fourth. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
You got a mini back.
And in motion out of the slot. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue striker. Black 40. Hut.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
Setting up to throw. Caught, nice game left side. He's at the 30. The 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Ready.
Looking to throw here. We look underneath here. Robinson. Touchdown. The Black Knights cut into the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. This is Trujillo to try the point after. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turf. Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. At the 20. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. 40, green jack. Hut, hut.
Airing it out to start this drive. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
Red, 30, drill, green. Set.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Ready.
Again to throw on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pass it downfield, working the left. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Blaster, 6. Ready.
They are throwing it again. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Still sticking with the passing game. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Easy. Green 19, left foot. Sit high.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Sit high. Sit high.
They give on second to Hall, and they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, sit high. Delta, Delta. Hey, turbo. 11. Sit high.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects with his back, Hall. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
It's
They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Definitely not the right move on that read. He winds up losing him a chunky yards there.
Of all the players out there, right, the coach on the field, the quarterback, well, he's got to know that play was dead in the water. At that point, just minimize the loss. Can't be tackled that far behind the line.
Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Second and goal coming up from the 7.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
Fields out of the gun. He's got it. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets throwing 6 more on the blowout. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Black Knights 13.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own
Offense showing trips
line.
out right as they get set for this first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52. Boom, 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 boom.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Yellow. Blaster. 6. Claude red.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Black shot. 50. Green. Ready.
Pass play now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. Ready. Black. 10. Black. Rail. Yellow. Ready. Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Down. Yellow. Set.
Sticking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is second and 6 coming up.
Red. Set. Ready. Ready. 6. Red. Cycle. Set.
Throwing it again here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
San Antonio, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Green Jack. Blue set.
He's going to throw it again. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. The Black Knights making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Ready, set.
Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Yellow. Zoom. Hey, red. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Throwing again on second. Called in left side. So he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives him a first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 43. Ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Brought in close to the 8. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Drill. 52. Hut, hut.
Working inside the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Black Knights putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fight.
Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Onside kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the offense is there to cover it. They'll avoid a final turnover as time runs out. So it's a road win for the Jets. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott.